Welcome to Kaiser Redux, where it turns your computer into a PowerPoint slideshow. Unless you got one of them NAS computers, then you're good. Anyway, this video is gonna be a two-part. Also, you shouldn't skip through the reading, cause it's actually a good story. It's pretty entertaining, okay? And also, don't forget 50k equals a 24-hour mega campaign stream, and it gets turned into a video. But I only do that if we get this before the end of the year. So subscribe, share the video with a friend, leave a bunch of comments, and leave a like. That'll make YouTube recommend this video hella. But to play as the Native American faction, we gotta play as fucking Alaska. Yes, Kaiser Redux, of course, because the video did the thing. You clicked on the video and you think I'm not gonna buff myself before I even get there. Gruning today has made I hope I'm saying that right. Gruning today has made a speech in passionate favor of Alaskan statehood. In his speech, he compared the people of Alaska to the people of America under British rule, and called for Alaska to be truly free and equal to the rest of America. His speech, though, has mostly fallen on deaf ears, as most of America has bigger concerns to deal with. Mark my words, America, you will suffer. You know what else will suffer? My mental sanity if we hit 50,000 subscribers before 2023, because I'll be doing a mega campaign for 24 hours. So also in part 2, there's another thing that you should be looking out for, so be hyped for that. Statehood in Alaska is becoming a more and more pressing issue, and as America slowly collapses, the differences between Alaska and mainland America are becoming more present. Statehood has always been the goal, but some in Alaska are seeing more radical alternatives. Some are saying that if Alaska won't become state, and if America is unable to take care of us, then we have no reason to stay with America. The idea of independence is circulating around, and with the rapidly deteriorating situation in the mainland, the reasons to stay with America are getting fewer by the day. What has America ever done for Alaska? Now we're just waiting for the Civil War to start, and it'll give us the option to break free. The last frontier goes it alone. Doesn't make much of a sense as a sentence, but it's okay. The divide between Alaska and America has now escalated to a point where most Alaskans do not even see themselves as Americans. And with the decades of oppression and unequal treatment, the Alaskan government sees no reason to stick with the collapsing American nation, and instead declare total independence, the final straw for Alaska being American, when Territory Governor Ernst Gruning rallied the Territory Guard to his side and refused to pledge loyalty to any single side. And with the declaration of a state of emergency, Gruning has kicked the US out of Alaska. Now, for all intensive purposes, Alaska is an independent nation, north to Alaska. And look at this beautiful color. We're just hiding up here. And this is our focus tree. Pretty small, pretty powerful. And look at this happy man. I should probably like save the game after every single focus I do, because I have no idea what I am really doing. I'll just do this. Alaska's first election. We need market liberals. That's what we need. With the first elections behind us and Alaskan democracy safe, it is now time for our newly independent nation to look to the future. Though no one has ever knows for sure what lies ahead, every once in a while a visionary comes forward, a rare person with a near clairvoyant sight who will take the reins of their compatriots' destiny and blaze a path into the beyond. By pure luck or possibly divine intervention, our fledgling of nation has been graced with one such visionary, none other than Elisa Zionova Rosenbaum, or she is more commonly known by her pen name Ayn Rand. Fate could not have her delivered to us at a better time, arriving on our fair shores from her native Russia, escaping some turmoil or another. Rosenbaum has become quite popular in many circles for her rather interesting ideas on economics and society. With her influence growing more and more by the day, the various corporate party has petitioned the Alaskan Congress to grant Rosenbaum emergency powers in order to rapidly and efficiently build up Alaska's newly independent economy. But with our handily won seats in the recent elections, Congress is all but guaranteed to accept a request, and Rosenbaum will be quickly sworn in as acting governor of Alaska, where she will assuredly execute her multitude of objectives that seek to revolutionize the last frontier forward into a brighter future. Alright, now we have this Russian in charge of Alaska, and I'm not sure what to do now. Alright, we're almost to the Native American part, not the Russian lady leads us. Look what we can get. We can get the Alaskan snow cruiser thing, which is just like a giant Fortnite battle bus, except it doesn't fly. Look at this. Now we just switched up our whole pie chart there, and now we got a white guy wearing a Native American hat in charge. Is he white? I don't know. That might have been racist, but we're gonna keep it moving. Red Cloud's grand scheme. All right, Elwood Towner and the American Indian Federation have been making great strides in building Beringia up to a nation army a merry Indian would be so proud to call home. Infrastructure's been relocated and rebuilt to pay respect to sacred lands. Agriculture and housing has been expanded to accommodate growing population, and certainly more gray avenues have been taken to ensure a healthy stock of fresh native blood continues to flow into Beringia. Towner has outlawed birth control to artificially increase birth rates. Okay, base, while offering government incentives for native blood families that have large broods. What is a brood? I don't know. It has even been whispered that behind closed doors, non-Native Americans have been forcibly sterilized, or worse, even more based. But it is nothing to fear, for if you are of ample Native American blood, no harm will come to you. As the months go by and more Native Americans flee to our lands from their oppressors, and more new souls are ushered into our families, Beringia may nearly be entirely native by blood within a few years. We must secure the existence of our people. I should just stay looking up here and just hope that, I don't know, China war doesn't kill my computer. Chief Red Cloud Towner stood at the podium, orating a fiery and impassioned speech to a massive crowd of his followers and countrymen. The chief talked of the dangers of our foes, the white man, and our destiny to reach out into the world and save our downtrodden brethren across this continent. As Towner carried on, his voice growing more bombastic and unwavering as his speech continued, a venomous snake began to sneak through the crowd. This treacherous serpent was one of the white men to survive a recent raid on the white settlement in what was once known, and he had come to this great gathering for blood. As this demon, drawing ever closer to the podium at which Chief Towner stood, began to reach inside his jacket, preparing himself for this dark deed. Chief Towner was mid-sentence when a thunderous crack sounded. The white devil had pulled a gun and fired a shot at our dear leader. Before he could fire off another, the fool was mobbed by the crowd, who began to beat the man mercilessly with anything they could find, bringing swift justice to this attempted murderer. While this commotion continued, aides and guards rushed to the chief, fearing the worst for the great unifier of this past of the first peoples. Among these guards rushing the stage was none other than Thomas New Moon Dixon, paramilitary leader and Towner's closest confidant. As the crowd finished their mob justice and looked back towards the stage, they waited and bated breath to see the outcome of this horrific turn of events. And I'll click this. Joe Medicine Crow. Wow. Who's this? What is this? Look at all these events I get. We are communists now though, so that's kind of not cool because everyone is communist in this game for some reason. I wish that they would change the rule. God, why do I have so much trouble saying stuff like this? Rural region.
Please clap.
We're having a state fair of 38. There is no president. We're led by a man in sunglasses in the middle of Alaska, and it's not even like the summertime months where it's out 24/7. He is living up to that name of I wear my sunglasses at night. I don't know why they give us a warning for dust storms in Arizona. That's like a every other week thing, bro. What? I hope you heard that. Please. I really hope that was caught on the mic and my mic suppression didn't cut it out, because there was like a lightning strike right outside my home. Shit was loud. Okay, Japan's going into war with Germany. Okay, and I'm still just sitting here waiting for the opportune time to strike. A fire song, by the way. There's only one way to move in this world, and it's into British Columbia. Scalp them all. Oh no. I feel like if I was in Alaska, I was about to die. I have made a severe and utter lapse in my judgment. I should just make a YouTuber apology video, except I don't have anything to apologize for. Oh my god. We get 50% extra attack. Have the best divisions in the game. Now it's time to scalp them all. We have 100% efficiency on making tomahawks, and we're making 80 a day when we could be making 1,000. The great raid. Whoa. We spent months preparing for this final fight, the final great raid into the heart of the white man's den. We moved to strike the black heart of these imperialist dogs, to remove them once and for all from our sacred continent, stealing and siphoning arms from international shipping lanes, buying back market weapons of war from famous gunrunners like the Sinusi, and even accepting the aid from our totalist brothers overseas. We have fully prepared our troops for the coming storm. The drums of war shall beat one last time across the great state. That's not our name, by the way. As we move to annihilate these pestilent insects and remove them from our ancestral lands, we shall avenge the dead, the downtrodden, forgotten. We shall seek retribution for all those Native American and red blood who have shamelessly had their lives stolen from them by these white devils. We will march into their opulent city on the hill and cut each and every one of them down for daring to ever raise arms against our creed. We shall be victorious like our ancestors as the battle of the Little Bighorn, and avenge the losses of our heroes such as Hikumish or Chief Red Cloud. The time of reckoning is upon us, the time of Custer's nightmare. We march into the den of the beast, and we shall not return until our final task is finished. We will have our revenge. And we get cores over all of them. I have 78 divisions of terrible divisions.
This is all your fault, Andrew Jackson. Jesus.
You could have just let the Native Americans chill on the, agreed upon terms. But you had to break them, and now you get celebrated on the $20 bill, bruh. White people be the worst. Personally, as a white person, I would like to apologize for all the terrible things that literally every single one of my grandfathers did. You can walk up to me and call me a cracker, and I will not care, because it's a true term. I'm a broke white man. I have 500,000 fighters in stockpile for some reason. Why do I have 500,000? That's a bit much, isn't it? Also, do remember that we don't take any supply negatives at all. Like, our troops don't exist because I guess we know the land or something like that. I don't know, that's just a guess. So we stole 1 million guns. Oh yeah, I forgot we're communists. So repossessed 1 million guns, 500,000 planes, 1 million artillery pieces, and no tomahawks overnight. They just showed up in our hands. And I also stole 60 submarines, apparently. All right, we've taken Vancouver, and now we have a dockyard. Build the American Navy with. Sure, we'll build a carrier. It'll come out in 1955. That doesn't matter. Seal shooters? No. I only support seal clubbers. Running around them willy-nilly, okay? There's no strategy here. It's just go to Halifax. Please be faster than them. Let's get this bread. Let's get this bread. Let's get this bread. Let's go. Yeah, I thought Canada might have been a little bit more of a problem than this, but not really. No, they're just dying. We've lost 26,000 Native Americans, and they've lost 200,000 white boys. And the best part is I can have as many divisions as I want on the front lines because I don't take supply. The Entente isn't looking too hot, is it? No, it's not. It's not. I don't know why I'm asking you questions like you're gonna answer. You're not gonna answer when I want the answer. All right, perfect. We took this. Yuck. Alaska, Native Americans getting the steal of a deal. The art of the deal. Don't we have a war goal? Okay. Declare war. All right, they're going. This is just way more beautiful now, isn't it? I really feel like 50%, probably a bit much. Oh, God. Now Africa can look like this forever.